The forest didn't feel like it was waiting for me that morning, but like it had been waiting for a very long time. The pines towered above me in a way I had never quite noticed before, stretching up and impossibly straight. Pillars that vanished into a canopy so dense the sky was more suggestion than presence. And the longer I stared at the entrance to the trail, the more I felt as though I had stumbled into a place that had always existed just outside the reach of ordinary sight. A place the world didn't mean for people to find, except when the forest itself decided the timing was right. I told myself I had walked these woods 100 times, but that day something was different. Something in the way the shadows pooled between the trunks, and the earth breathed out a coldness that didn't match the season. The trail seemed narrower than usual, as if the pines had leaned inward overnight, conspiring to hide something deeper inside. And even though logic whispered that this was nothing more than a trick of light and memory, instinct insisted otherwise. My boots crunched softly through layers of brittle needles as I crossed the threshold, and immediately the wind outside died in a way that felt too sudden, too deliberate, like someone had slammed the door on the world behind me, sealing me into an older and quieter version of reality. There was no birdsong, no rustling branches, not even the faint hum of insects. The air carried only the faint metallic scent I'd noticed earlier, blending uneasily with the sharpness of pine resin, a combination that sat heavy in the back of my throat and refused to fade. I adjusted the straps on my pack, more out of nervousness than necessity. The small motion, giving my hands something to do while my mind searched for excuses to turn around, to step back into the safety of the normal world. Yet the moment I glanced behind me, I realized the entrance already appeared farther away than it should have. The trees subtly rearranged, the light different, as though the forest had shifted in the few seconds my attention had been elsewhere. A strange pressure settled over me, not painful, but undeniably present, an awareness pressing at the edges of my thoughts, urging me forward along the trail, deeper into the quiet realm beneath the pines where everything felt suspended in a timeless, watching stillness. With each step, the path grew softer, absorbing the sound of my footsteps until it felt almost as though I were floating, disconnected from the ground, from the sense of movement itself. And as I passed between two particularly old trees, both of them thick and twisted with age, I felt a shiver ripple through me, not because of any cold, but because of the unmistakable sensation of crossing into a space the forest held, apart from the rest. I don't know how long I walked before I first noticed the eyes. They were not obvious, not glowing or glaring from the undergrowth like in cheap horror stories.
Like and subscribe for part 2.